Good morning. I'm very excited for today's video. I've literally been looking forward to filming this since I did my little PR haul. Well, I don't know if I can call it a little PR haul, but you know, since the PR haul, if you missed it, I'll link it down below. There's so much good stuff. Heaps of new makeup this time, and I feel like some exciting stuff, new foundations, powders, under eye stuff, setting sprays, like, oh, just so much good stuff there I love to use. I'm a big base person. You guys know me. I love like base products at the moment. So we are really going to do a full face of makeup today. I've just fake tanned. I just put down some flyaways with this. I need to give this a shout out because this is one of our best sellers on our website now. We sell so much of this. It's the Stay in Place Stick Bake Soap Beauty. I don't even know how I'm going to pick which primer to use because I bought like 3 or 4 and I got sent some. So I'm just going to like see what calls out to me today. Oh, surely it's got to be this. I picked this up. I ended up decluttering my old milk primer because it was expired. You guys were telling me in my like declutter video. This is the brightening primer, Cloud Glow, a weightless cloud-like foam made with turmeric extract for a hydrated, smooth, glowy base before makeup. Literally, if you know me, you know that sounds like my dream product. By the way, I switched up my hair a little bit, put in some lowlights, and I am loving it. I feel like myself again. It's not as dark as I did have for a while there. It's still blonder, but it's just got like, I don't know, those undertones that I think suit me really well rather than like the super, super, super bright blonde. So some of you may have heard me like talking about like my super bright blonde hair that I did over summer, and I was like, I really like it, but I just feel like it really is like a foam. It looks like foaming hand wash, which is my least favorite type of hand wash. It makes me feel like it's already used, like the soap has been used already and then I'm reusing it. I know that's stupid, but it smells good. Oh, you can see all my fake tan moving because this is very liquidy. It is so cloudy today. I actually have my artificial lights on. You wouldn't even be able to tell, like it's so dark. It feels tightening. Even on my fingers, it's like sticky. It's, yeah, can you see that? It's kind of similar to the other primer in terms of stickiness. It feels so tight, so tacky. I like the glow. Very unexpected like tackiness considering it's like such a liquidy formula. It feels even like my eyelids. I can feel it as I blink because I put it on my eyelids. It's so weird. I really like the way it looks. It does not feel hydrating. It's just more like an illuminating finish with the stickiness, the tightness. It definitely does feel weightless as well. But it says hydrated. I guess to me, like in my brain, I think hydrated means like moisturized. I don't feel like my skin feels hydrated in that sense. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I do like it so far though. I'm gonna pop that right in my drawer. For foundation, I kind of decided I wanted to use the Studio Fix, the brand new formula. Obviously, I've tried Studio Fix in the past. It's actually been years though since I last used it, I reckon. So keep that in mind. Take my opinion with a grain of salt in that aspect. I cannot really remember to compare it. I don't have them side by side, but we'll just try it on. I'll let you know how it feels and all of that, and we'll just see how it applies. So I've kept it all in the box. Oh, look at the reflection on my skin. They sent a PR box over if you didn't see it, the PR haul. This is how it came, and then inside, that's how it looks. There was also this Serumizer Skin Balancing Hydration Serum, which I'm dying to try. Don't mind the mess on my bench. I want to try that. I'll try that another time though, because I don't want to put on too many base products because then I won't be able to tell what's what. Oh, I literally love filming first impressions. They've sent me NC20, NC17, and NC25. This is 17, which actually looks decent. By the time I add bronzer and everything to it, I feel like it would be the perfect color. NC20 is probably like my actual color right now. I don't think I'm gonna be an NC25. I think that's gonna be dark for me, like no matter what. I don't know if I've ever tried NC17. This one here is NC20. Just give it a quick shake. It does come with a locking pump, which I absolutely love. I think the packaging is stunning. It's iconic, sleek, beautiful. So that's NC20. Oh, I wanted to try out that brow thing, which I should probably do before I do my foundation. So those are the colors. I honestly feel like I'm almost like in between, maybe. NC20 is probably better, eh? Maybe NC17 when I've got a little bit less fake tan on. I can't really tell. I'm usually really good at this stuff, but I genuinely feel like I could use either. Maybe I'll just do half and half. But first, I'm gonna unfortunately waste this product because I do think I want to use that brow stuff before I put on any base. because it looks messy. It's the She Glam Brow Fiction Brush and Dip. This is scary. I've got the shade Taupe. I think that's going to be the best for me. So you can unlock it at the top, unlock, click it, boop, and then that dips it, and then lock it again. And then when you pull it out, it's got a brush like this, and it looks so wrong. I don't know if you guys have seen that viral video on TikTok ages ago, like a couple of years ago. It's like the same thing as that, I think. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I'm just gonna go in, because we can remove it if it's all wrong. I'm just kind of keeping the direction similar, curving it around to the tail, a little bit more in the front here. Okay. Trust the process. I'm going to go for a second dip. So screw it on, twist, click, twist. Oh gosh, okay. I'm literally doing it so messy at this point. And then what I'm going to do was take the new concealer we're using today. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Radiant in the shade Light Neutral. Gorgeous. Looks so pretty when it's all brand new. I'm going to carve out my brow now. Oh, this concealer feels so hydrating compared to the original Shape Tape. Wow. And the coverage still looks really decent too. I'm excited to try that under the eye. Trust the process. I'm like trying to tell myself this at this point because, wow. Maybe I should take a cotton bud first. I don't know. This product's going to take a little bit of practice, I think, because kind of just like I filled them in. It doesn't really look like the brush strokes have actually stayed put. But I love the concept, and I do think it would be very fast because like it did not take long to apply. You just have to kind of like outline your brows, but sometimes I like to do that anyways. So like it's not really adding on extra time. If anything, it would save time once I was used to like applying it. Oh, this concealer feels unreal. I don't think I've ever tried this. This is new, right? It feels so different to the original Shape Tape. It feels so much lighter and like hydrating. I think the biggest challenge with this brow product would probably be getting the brows super even. Like this eyebrow looks kind of like a train wreck. This one looks decent. Just in terms of where the product like builds up on the actual brow. You can see like just through here, it looks a little bit heavier. The rest looks really good. I think I'm going to use some makeup remover on this eyebrow. It just looks a bit crazy. I mean, even that, like removed half the product and it looked 100 times better, but we'll start fresh. I'm not gonna re-dip it. Let me just make sure there's no makeup remover there. Okay, no, I am gonna re-dip it. Nothing's happening. Why am I doing this to myself right now? I mean, this brow looks decent though, right? Is there like a technique on which way I should be holding the brush? I'm using a much lighter hand this time. While that just kind of dries a little bit, I'm just going to make this eyebrow a bit thinner. I'm just going to show you up super closely. See if we can see like brush strokes or if it just looks like filled in. I mean, it just kind of looks filled in. It looks like naturalish, but I feel like I lost the brush strokes. We're just going to have to practice. I have to say though, I like how quick and easy it is. Just like I said, don't go in with such a heavy hand. Try not to like go over the same spot too many times. Otherwise it looks super intense. This time I feel like it looks a lot better. Let's just outline. I do feel like it's the kind of product you almost need to outline. I mean, unless you're a pro. So if you don't like outlining your brows, I don't know, it's probably just not even worth trying it. It is cool though. I love seeing fun stuff like this come out because it just makes makeup like fun again, you know? So cool to try out stuff, especially from this brand because everything is like $3. This is a concealer brush from XO Beauty, by the way. I'll have everything linked in the down bar. I've started doing my down bar a little bit different. So now I've got everything under one link. So you can click it and you can see the photo so you can find what you're looking for super easily. Some of the links will be affiliate, some aren't. But, you know, it says. So excited to see what this looks like under my eyes. You don't understand. Okay. Looks weird because I've only got brows on right now. I think the color is kind of fun. It's quite dark on me, but I do like a darker brow, especially now that I've got some darker back in my roots. I feel like I can pull it off again because for a while there I was so blonde. Don't know whether to use a sponge or a brush with this foundation, but I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 pumps, one on top of the other, and I'll mix it. Look, that color is my perfect color right now, I think. I think I'll use both of these colors and get a lot of use out of them. We'll do an angled brush. Let's see how this goes. Smells good. Kind of has that original scent to me. I mean, from memory. You wanna know something? Back in the day, I don't know if you guys have been following me this long, but back at like near the start of my channel, I went to Ireland with my mum. It was probably like 11 years ago now or something like that. I'm just gonna avoid my very under eye area because we'll just use concealer there to see how well it covers. We went overseas and it was when I was like starting my channel, and like on YouTube back then all there was MAC, and I couldn't afford MAC foundation, but my mum at the airport went and got a MAC foundation. I was so jealous. I was so excited for her. And so we went up to the counter in the airport, and the chick there, the makeup artist there, was helping my mum match a shade. So she was like applying it to her skin. And my mum had like a lot of freckles at the time. And she was like, oh, so the way we're gonna match your foundation is by matching the color of your freckles. So they literally, like, she was like NC40 or something like that, because they matched her freckle color, which of course is quite a bit darker than like the base tone of her skin. But of course it made all of the freckles like blend in to the foundation. But it was like, I don't know, I feel like it was way too dark for her. My mum's a similar skin tone to me. She's got a bit of a natural tan these days actually, but I'd say we're very similar, like in our pale and tanned forms. This coverage is so good. It's like drying down as I'm blending it, but not in a bad way. The coverage is incredible. I like the finish, to be honest. It is more of a matte, but it's like a softer matte now. Like, the color is literally perfect. In real life especially, I feel like on camera it always comes off a little bit different, but in real life, like the undertone, everything is just like perfection. It's not collecting on certain areas. I'll show you up close in a second as well. Like, it just looks so pretty. I actually might take the tiniest bit more. I feel like I need to blend it with the concealer around my brow a little bit. This is just NC20. I don't think I need more coverage, so I won't add more there, but I just need a little bit on my neck. You guys know I love foundation. I use too much foundation. You could definitely sheer it out a little bit more. I would just say it looks a little bit heavier on areas that I have like congestion and drier skin, and then it looks really smooth on my skin that is smooth. Like, it does not look super flattering on texture, but at the same time it doesn't look worse. It just looks, it looks like my skin, you know. What does it say? Soft matte finish. Yep. Comfortable and lightweight. Yep. It's got 87% skincare ingredients, and it's supposed to control oil and hydrate over time. There's 71 shades, which is so cool. I like it. I actually really do. And I'm so excited because I did also just do a first impression on the glowy version. And you know what? I've actually been using this quite a lot. So I don't know, I'm a MAC foundation girly again. Oh my God, I forgot to do my sideburns. It actually dries down so well as well. There's minimal transfer, but do you know what? I can still low-key feel the stickiness from the primer, but it's not like as bad as it was. It's like totally fine. I could literally just not even powder right now and be so comfortable. But I'm just saying, oh my gosh, kind of love this. And I am like, I don't know, every now and then slightly into like a matte foundation look, and then piling on like all of my cream products on top. I think it's a really nice way to wear makeup. We might try some of that today. But first, this concealer I need to get under my eyes right now. Once again, it's the Shape Tape Radiant. I don't know how much to use. Let's just do one side so you can see a little before and after. Oh my gosh, this video is going to be a little bit long. My apologies. There's so much stuff I'm excited for. I'm just using this concealer brush to like pat it out a little bit. I'm interested to see how it applies on top of that MAC foundation, since it really does like self-set. I'm using a Real Techniques brush. Do they still make brushes? I literally feel like they were all over YouTube back in like 2016, and now I never hear anyone talking about them. What's happened? Whenever I think of Real Techniques, I think of Tanya Burr, the sister, isn't it? Or the old, I think they got divorced out of the fam. Either way. And every now and then I come across Tanya Burr like just on social media, and she's like doing different stuff, but I just remember how obsessed I was with her when she used to do makeup looks. Oh my God. Dude, when did my camera stop filming? I hope I showed you the close-up. I'm gonna do it again just in case. Literally, this to me is perfection. And the combo with the matte, like semi-matte foundation with the glowy under eyes, it almost makes my complexion look glowy without it being everywhere, like the glow being everywhere. We can add in all of our other I'm obsessed. I feel flawless, and my skin is far from flawless at the moment. I've got so much congestion, and I actually think the foundation, as I've let it set, has continued to look better and better because at first I thought it really like didn't emphasize my congestion and dry skin, but like I could see it really hard out, whereas now it's like noticeable if you look really close, but it's really not that bad. Literally just wrapped with those products. I have some blushes here that I really haven't used, I don't think, so I might do a liquid blush and a powder blush soon. I also have the new She Glam colors. I'm gonna do liquid contouring, and then I've got like new powder bronzers. Oh my god, I'm trying so much Craves today. I don't know what like makeup look I'm doing. I really just want to start with some blush, so I feel like I use these all the time, so I might try one of these other ones. I'm gonna put these straight in my drawer. You'll see them in the future because I absolutely do love them. This one is the famous strawberry cream shade made by Mitchell. I think I will contour first actually. So I've got the Sculpt Tape Cool Bronze. So it's just, you know, like all the others that we see all the time. I use this type of product like all the time. I love the mco Beauty one. I love the e.l.f. one. I love the Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm just gonna start with one side and I'm gonna blend this out before I continue doing the other side. Just because I don't know how fast it's gonna dry. It's always risky when you try a new product, you know. I'm just using a little contour brush from mco Beauty, domed contour brush. Immediately. Love the color. It's so easy to blend. You saw that yourself. Trying to be careful not to get it into my hair length. This one row here, trying to keep it high and lifted. Honestly, it's like nighttime outside. Okay, you can see the color. I think it's nice. I could obviously add more. I just don't want to go overboard. I'm scared. Let's do the other side. I'm just going to do 2 dots this time there. It blends so easy. This one blends similar to like the mco one, except it feels even more like liquidy. This is Cool Bronze, the color. I honestly feel like it's not that cool though. If you're like nervous about like hard out cool tone products, like to me it's kind of warm. I'm just gonna take some directly on my brush. I'm gonna lock it before I forget. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit because I will use powders soon. Oh my god, I'm having such a good makeup day. This is the best. I've got so much new stuff. I think I'll do another first impression full face thing in a little bit because there's so many products. That's a win. I feel like maybe I have tried one of these already, but whatever. Maybe it was the other color. Oh no, I haven't tried this one. This is the deep bronze. Let's just see what color it looks like because it looks quite dark. Let's just do like a little bit and blend it down. Don't forget to lock them. I made that mistake with my Charlotte Tilbury one and it is horrendous. It's so messy. This one's harder to blend, I guess, because it's like literally way darker. I feel like that made me look a little bit sunburnt. I definitely like the other color better. I always forget to do contouring and like I forget to like define my cheekbones and stuff, but I do think it makes such a big difference on my face shape. I'm gonna actually give this one to a friend because I feel like it's probably just one that's a little bit too dark for me on day to day. Like, let's try Strawberry Cream. I think I'm gonna put this one up here. The texture is way thicker than I thought it would be. I feel like I've tried a different color of this, but I can't remember. It's like a cool tone bubblegum pink. I'm just gonna try and blend that. It literally almost looks like it adds coverage. Like it really smooths. I'm so nervous I'm gonna look muddy. Like, because of the bronzer. Oh gosh. Everything is blending on top of the foundation like a dream. I feel like I need a spoolie right here. Don't even look at my spoolie. It's literally got like hair stuck to it. Didn't really help. The product kind of stays, you know, it doesn't move once it's set. The brow product, I mean. Okay, the blush looks stunning. I am going to warm it up and like do some stuff with it soon because it does just look very like bam in your face. Let's go ahead and set under the eyes, and then I have a new foundation powder thing. Oh, it came after my PR haul, so I opened it up on a stream, I think, maybe even. I can't remember. First off, this concealer has barely creased or sunk into any fine lines. Look at this. Like, the slightest bit. It actually has like kind of stayed where I put it, which for such a hydrating feeling, like glass skin looking concealer, I'm very impressed. So let's see how it sets. I'm terrified. This is the Eye Lights made by Mitchell. I guess the shade is Starlight. I will once again link it below in the link. It's got 4 kind of colors. I honestly feel like so many of those are going to be way too pale for right now. So I might go in with the darker one, which is called Astral. Don't know how much I need. I'm just using a brush because I just don't know how pigmented it's going to be. Normally I would use my little powder puff. I love under eye powders, you guys know this. So I was very excited to pick this up. I think I bought it off Beauty Bay. So this color that I just used didn't really brighten, but it set beautifully. It looks smooth, it doesn't look heavy, it doesn't look powdery. It just kind of took away that super shiny look of the concealer. I was kind of happy with the super shiny look, but hey, we're setting it. Of course, it's not gonna last through powder. Honestly, I feel like this kind of powder I could use all over my face because it feels so good. Like I could just use it in my T-zone and everything, but I do want to try a different one, so. What I might do now is take one of my Ultra Soft powder puffs, and I'm gonna take the shade next to it, which is called Stella. Just a little bit more. I just want to test this. Just to kind of bake. Look at that, it's so bright. Wow. It's pale too. I don't know if I love the undertone of these very light powders, but he knows what he's doing. Like this is probably just not the perfect shade for me. I probably needed to get the palette up from this in terms of like the shade. So this one's probably going to be better for me when I have less fake tan on. I do like a bit more warmth. And I just feel, I don't know if I can achieve like as much warmth as I want with the colors being so pale because it just like washes me out. But anyways, the formula feels amazing. I would definitely buy a darker shade for myself. Now for the powder, oh my God, I'm frothing, gagging. New Natasha Denona. Oh, in this lighting, my under eye powder looks good. Maybe it's kind of adjusting. I don't know. High Glam Powder Foundation with Blurring Flex Tech. Oh, I look yellow. I look like an ogre all of a sudden. Hopefully that adjusts. $55 US, I suppose. This is out all over the world. 36 flexible shades, talc free, matte finish, medium buildable coverage, lightweight and natural finish, and packed with actives with sustainable packaging and a refillable tray. It comes with its own little sponge. You can use it as a setting powder or as a foundation. So if I like this as a setting powder, in another video I might try it just as my solo foundation. I am so excited. I have not been excited for a new, well, I just haven't seen new setting powders in a little while. I think, is it Hourglass is like launching new ones or something? I can't remember. Anyway, they've sent me dark ones. I suppose you could use it as bronzer because they've sent me like all of the shades they probably think I could be. All of the pale ones and then just a couple of deeper ones. So I might have to try it as a bronzer at some stage as well. Just opening a random one to see what, like, I don't even know what I'm looking for, you know? I don't know what shade. The packaging is to die for. It is so slick. It feels like NARS rubbery packaging. And it's like thin, kind of like, you know, the vibes of the highlighter I showed you in my PR haul, but it's like rose gold. It's stunning. This color actually probably would be really good. Hard for you to see because on camera it looks lighter. It's like reflecting. The sponge underneath with this little pocket. I don't know. No, I'm not going to use that. Maybe when I use it as a foundation, I'll use that, but I don't want to pack it on. So this shade, I'm just going to go for it. It's NP7, which I think is neutral peach. Definitely does not look pink whatsoever, so I don't think it's pink. Anyway, I'm just going to take a small dusting of this. I'm trying to do like one side just to see if I can tell the difference. It feels so lightweight. So there's the set side. It definitely has not emphasized dry skin. Once again, like it looks basically just as smooth as the unset side. Probably actually half a shade too dark. Might have to get the one shade lighter, but that's okay. I'm just gonna dust off like under my eyes as well. I think I like it. I need to use it more because I'm just not really used to using face powders as much these days. Kind of went off them a little bit and I've been using like my translucent powders instead of pressed powder. I feel like my skin does look like velvet. Right, I'm gonna go in with this MAC Radiant Medium Golden Bronzer. I bought this a little while back because there was just not very many new like bronzers out on the market. And I saw this one online. Oh, the packaging. It's got like the, like, what is that? It's like brushed, you know? Radiant Medium Golden Skin Finish. I think it came in heaps of colors. Ooh, looks a little bit dark. Now, I feel like, I don't know if it was this exact, oh my God, it is so dark. I might have to turn on my lights in the background. It may as well be 5 p.m. I fear that looks worse. I cannot win with this weather. This is with artificial lighting too before anyone starts. It's just like, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like back in the day they had this bronzer. I don't know if it's like properly new. Why does it smell weird? No, I need to turn those side lights off. Everything's wrong. At least you can kind of see the tones better now. Okay, see what I mean? Like with that blush, it was very stark, but like once I've added like powder bronzer around it, like it's just like a little peak of light pink, you know? All right, that's the bronzer on. I'm not blown away. I'm just whatever at this point. It's okay. I will keep using it. Don't want to waste my money. The under eye powder has grown on me a lot. Once it's kind of settled in, I think it looks really nice. Now, blush and highlighter, I'm just going to go ahead and do all of it, and then we'll match our eye makeup to whatever we've done. Risky, yes. I have had these in my collection for a couple of months, and I've just been waiting to do like a full face first impression before I use them. So today is the day. I picked up Joy Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush from Rare Beauty. These have been taking the world by storm. Oh my god, feels so soft. Oh my god, it's like NARS Orgasm vibes, but a bit different. But that peachy pinky, so pretty. So yeah, that's Joy. It looks like this. And then I also picked up Cheer, and I think I wanted Happy, but I didn't get Happy. I chose these ones instead, but now I've seen everyone else be obsessed with Happy, and I have FOMO. Oh my god, I can't believe how many layers of makeup I'm already wearing, and we're not even done. Oh, that's so pretty as well. So this is Cheer. This one's a little bit more pink. Oh, that's so pretty. Here they are, side by side, Cheer and Joy. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm almost feeling a little bit more peachy. I know we use like that pink blush, the strawberry milk or whatever it was called, but this one is just calling to me, and I think the bronzy skin, I just think it's going to be stunning. I don't even know if I'm going to need highlighter with this because it is very shiny. Again, I'm going in with my Dome contour brush. I've used this brush for like many steps of my makeup at this point. Oh, yep, I was always going to like this, right? I think it's so much prettier in real life, but once again, we've got the intense studio lights on, so it just looks full on. But even I can see in real life, it's a little bit, like this lighting's kind of better, like it's a little bit more subtle. It's still glowy, don't get me wrong, like it's shimmery. But like when I go up here, like that just looks like really weird. But no, I really like that. I think in natural lighting, this would just look so good. I don't think this is the kind of blush you'd probably want to use for like going out clubbing or something, like nighttime lights. It might be a bit like intense, but for like daytime, I just feel like it'll be so pretty in the daylight. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I want to buy every color. So now the only ones left on my list that I'm dying to try are the House Labs ones, but I think you can only buy House Labs from their website. So I need to like wait until there's enough stuff that I can justify like placing an order, you know. Very happy with that purchase. Now the highlighter I was going to use is the new Natasha Denona Hygiene Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier. I did try on one of these in my PR haul. So that's the light one. I love this color more. The medium, it's more like gold. For the sake of this video, let's just pop on a tiny bit of this. We'll use our Real Techniques one again because I don't want to use like a dense brush. I just want it to be like a diffused, fluffy kind of brush to apply this. I'm just going to hit like right there. The other one would probably look better with this blush I've chosen because the blush is very warm and this is like a little bit more cool toned. Look at that, it's so shiny. A little bit, just hit my nose. Right, now our face makeup is like done. I'm going to try out this Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, Shockingly Fine Mist by e.l.f. I saw this on Beauty Bay, so I picked it up because it just sounded like me, like something I would like. Tastes terrible, shut your mouth. It smells bad too. But feels amazing. Feels so fine. Feels so like, I don't know, like hydrating. It feels like a thirst quenching texture. I don't know. And I have another one for my next full face first impressions. Literally, I think I'm just going to film another full face first impressions because there's so much more stuff I want to try. I want to try that Natasha Denona foundation all over, like by itself. I'm obsessed with how my makeup looks though. That Rare Beauty blush, like as you turn your head, it just hits the light. It's so pretty. If you don't like shimmery blush, don't even go near it. Gonna pop on some of this Auric Plush Ritual Recovery Ceramide Lip Treatment. The packaging is so buzzy. It's got like a little like squeezy bit where you can squeeze the product out. Oh gosh, don't look at my fake tan on my fingers. You can barely see that. Anyways, so you can like pop it on, and then it's got this like stainless steel smoother out thing. Do you know what? That feels good. It feels very thick. I feel like I would like this at night before bed, just for like wearing during the day. I think it might be a little bit thick. I think using it more like before you do your makeup and letting it set while you do your makeup, or like before bed would be a better choice. I feel like it's too heavy for me to use just out and about. Either that or I just put way too much on, which is very possible. It feels incredible. But the reason I like this applicator is because you know the ones that have the hole in the middle and then you like squeeze it on and wipe it on, you get like the gross, like, you know, you get your foundation lips in the hole. So I was saying in my PR haul, I think the colors are so cool. Like you don't usually see a palette with this kind of color combo. More so in terms of like the depth of the colors, they're all very muted deep colors. There's nothing pastel or light or like bright and shimmery, like it's all very like moody deep vibes. I don't know what kind of color. I'm obviously, knowing me, I'm so obsessed with this color because that's like my favorite color. I love like a sage green, olive green, muted green, like this and this and that and that. I'm thinking those 4 colors. I'm gonna take Camp Counselor, which is like the green that I first pointed out. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm literally smacking this on. Oh, it's kind of hard to blend. I don't know if I've ever tried this brand in eyeshadows. Have I? I may have. It's not a brand that sticks out to me. I've definitely heard about it online, but yeah. This is from Glam Reader, by the way. I wasn't really being careful. Okay, there's no fallout. That's a really good thing. I'm thinking halo eyes. I haven't done them in a while. Yeah. There's like no fallout, thank the Lord, because I would have like had a meltdown if it ruined all of my, you know, hard work. I have to, like, I know I'm not using a primer. I just can't be bothered. I'm so slack lately. But I feel like it's blending so weird. It's still fine, like I'm getting there. It's just not the most easy to work with formula I've ever tried. It could just be me, it's very possible, because I feel like I've just like been out of the eyeshadow game for a while. Like eyeshadow has not been a big thing, has it? For a little bit. Every time I wear eyeshadow now, I just feel like I'm wearing so much makeup. I'm just taking a smaller blending brush that's clean. I'll just blend out this inner part. This eye makeup is already looking so wrong with the rest of my makeup, but whatever. I'm gonna take the shade Death Curse on that brush I just used. And I think I might add like a warm color soon to my crease as well, because that green, I don't know. It's almost gone muddy and blue. I mean, the blending brush I used, it's this like Mecca one, but I actually love this brush. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. I've had this for years and years and years, and it normally like blends so good. But yeah, I don't think it's the brush. Who knows? Skill issue. I am impressed with the lack of fallout. I keep saying it. Usually these types of colors leave your under eye looking like a mess, but I've got like a hair, like 1 dot of pigment. Like look at that, it's like perfect. This look went from like being so beautiful, flawless, gorgeous, stunning base to like Bride of Chucky real quick. There really is not like a warm color to warm up this eye in this palette, so what I will do is I will just go in to a different palette. I'm going to use a tiny bit of ginger. I know this is like weird because like that color does not go with what's on my eyes, but I just want to mix it into it just to give a little bit of warmth. I just think it's too muddy looking, and I just think a little bit of warmth will help, you know. Do you see what I mean? Like, oh, the blending still looks like shit, but just the color tone, it looks a little bit less doom and gloom. I'm trying to stay positive because I'm panicking. I was very excited about this palette for like the color story, but am I doing something wrong? This eye look's just gonna have to be a grungy vibe. That's what we call it whenever we screw up. We just call it, it's grungy. It's meant to be like that, you know? I'm gonna take this color just under the outer corner here. I think we just need to lean into the chaos and go like deep. Let's try out Summer Camp, which is this beautiful shimmer. I'm not even gonna look at it on my finger. I'm just, oh, I'll use my finger, but I'm literally just gonna go straight in. Oh, see, that's pretty. These colors are kind of fun together because it almost looks like tie-dye, or like not even tie, like acid wash. Do you know what I mean? Like I've got a shirt from ages ago and it's like these kind of colors, like orange, greeny, blue, brown, like all together. That's kind of fun. Okay, that really transformed it, but it still looks so wrong with the blush. This would be weirdo. This is one of the new eyeliners I got sent. Let's just try it. I mean, we're already looking hectic. This is the shade Margot Bordeaux eyeliner by Swede. I'm not gonna do a wing. I'm literally just like rubbing this into my lash line just for something something. Very creamy, gorgeous color. It's like a reddish, brownish kind of color. Use whatever's on my brush here and just like blend it in. I don't even know. beautiful color though. Like imagine that with like a bronze smoke, yeah, you know, or just like an everyday makeup look. I think it like really makes my eye color pop. It is very kind of red toned, so has the risk of like making my eye look pink eye, but also I think because I've got like green in my eyes, it just pops. Can you see the before and after? What do you think? Yes or no? Do I like this or do I not? I can't tell. The shimmer has like a tiny bit of fallout, but honestly, I'm so impressed with the fact that like that barely came out. Absolutely love that color. And then I do have this cloud mascara in dark brown from Sweet as well. Why not just add to the chaos? One looks like this. It reminds me of the Tarte, is it tubing mascara that looks like this? I don't know, something like that. My God, my skin looks so flawless. I can't stop staring at it. Like I've literally not loved my base this much in so long, when it comes to like full coverage at least. This mascara color is beautiful. It's a very dark brown, so it gives you the effect of black, but it is definitely a little bit softer. I just love brown mascara. I'm a huge fan of it. I would love to see a mascara that matches that eyeliner we just used. Whoops, I got that on my brow. Actually, in saying that, the Pillow Talk mascara from Charlotte Tilbury is a very similar color. Like that could have looked cool, but first impressions, right? This is pretty. It's hard to see because of like the hectic eyeshadow, but it's defining so nicely, like really separating. I feel like it's giving a bit of curl. Doesn't look clumpy, like it's giving me a lot of lashes. It looks fluffy almost. Here's how it looks on the bottom as well. It's so pretty. This also does come in black, and there's another formula. Look at that side. Like, look how fluffy those lashes look. There's another formula as well they sent me, so I'll have to try the other one as well. But so far, the cloud one, that's so stunning. I would say in the spectrum of like brown mascaras, this one is one of the darker browns I've ever used. It almost looks like a soft black rather than like brown brown. I think the problem is that the green kind of went bluish. Like, I think if it was properly green, it would have looked better. Ardell actually sent me like 3 pairs of wispies, and so I might just pop those on today because everyone loves wispies. I don't know anyone that doesn't like wispies. If you don't like wispies, let me know because I've never heard it. They're the full demi wispies, very pretty. And you guys bet your bottom dollar I am trying out those new Huda Beauty glosses today that look like lip fillers. I'm so excited. And it's kind of good because my face isn't super glowy. Like normally my entire face is quite glowy because I don't set it. I use a glowy foundation. Today we've got a lot more matte happening. So I think a gloss will be a really nice little juxtaposition. Here's another look at the eye makeup with my, you know, looking down. I don't know, there's a lot happening. I feel like you'll either love it or you'll hate it. I can't tell which. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. So originally I wanted to use this like pink color. Actually, I might use it. Maybe it'll tie it all together, the blush with this. Let's see what happens. I've wiped off the lip balm, got my lips done again. I get them done like once a year. And I did a live stream when I got them freshly done. I'll link it below if you want to see how like huge they were when I first got them done. But now they've settled down a lot. My lips are just so dry at the moment because of the weather. It's just like ruining me. But I think they look really good now, like my lips but better. So this is like a little bit more of a cool tone pink. I think it kind of goes with the eye makeup, the cooler tone with the cooler tone, and then hopefully the pink matches the blush, you know, the gloss. So this is the packaging of the Faux Filler Huda Beauty Gloss. The shade is Sugar Baby. It's such cute packaging, I love it. The wand is like enormous. Oh my gosh, look how shiny that is. Oh, it smells like coconut. Is that coconut? It smells amazing. The applicator really does spread the product. It's so plumping in terms of not physically plumping, but like fills in all those little lines on your lips. And I think that this lip color is perfect. Low-key with this makeup on, I feel like Shannon from 6 years ago. It feels so smooth, it's not sticky. Feels very, very soft and pillowy. And it's not giving me strings, you know, like when it like gloops. It's so nice. These might be some new favorite glosses, guys, and they come in heaps of colors. These were a couple more I was considering for today, but I definitely think this one would look the best with this makeup. Or even like this color could look cool, but I just think the blush would throw it off. I don't know. Look, I feel pretty. The eye makeup definitely threw me. Like, imagine the skin, the lips, with just like a really minimalistic eye look. Like, oh my god, I would have been feeling myself. The eye makeup, I just don't know. I don't know. The skin is literally just incredible, so smooth, so soft looking. Nothing is feeling heavy. I probably should just like whip on the tiniest bit of brow gel just to keep the actual hairs in place. I'll just use my stay in place stick. Go read reviews on this product on our website. People love this for good reason. I love it too, but like other people, like I never talk about it on my videos, you know, you don't hear me talk about this one very often. It is like one of our customers' like cult favorites. This, the lash serum and the brush soap lately are like all of like the cult favorites, you know. Anyways, I'm just obsessed with how my skin looks. And I am so hyped to film another full face first impressions at this point because there is just so much good stuff out right now. Oh my goodness. I also got like more packages from lmfao and stuff like that. So like I've got even more new stuff to try. So if you did enjoy this full face of first impressions, give this video a thumbs up and comment below a yellow emoji. That's going to be secret code for like, give me another video like this, please. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!